This video is about my experience with the strange phenomenon of bradykinesia and freezing of gait with Parkinson's. So here, over about the course of an hour, as my medication is starting to wear off, you get a sense of the deterioration that occurs over this time, with smaller steps, balance becoming off, the rigidity in the left side especially. Also, I become more foggy cognitively. Meanwhile, my brain is making predictions, still allowing me to walk. It trusts me, but I sense that it's becoming more skeptical, until finally you'll see a freeze-up starts to occur where the brain says, nope, I'm going to shut you down, and I have to use a lot of intention just to move at that point. So after this deterioration, at some point you'll finally see the freeze occur, and there it is. That's when the first freeze is when I try to get through the doorway. The brain wants to shut my body down. But more than that, it's a physiological fear state that my body is in. It becomes very, very hard to escape it. It's almost like a survival mode. Walking with intention, I can overcome it somewhat. Walking, stepping over lines, I can overcome it mostly. And here I go through a series of pretty well-known ways of escaping a freeze, tossing a ball, kind of distracting me from the freeze. Crawling, I can crawl just fine. I can do almost anything but just a normal walk through the doorway. If I had a bike, I could ride a bike, but there I was just pretending to ride a bike. Backwards, I could more or less do through the doorway. And with a cane, it helps because my brain feels, I guess it feels like it's safe. They're playing some ground ball, catching a ground ball, and using a walker adds a level of safety that the brain trusts. I can even go hands off the walker and do the kind of same thing. Ride the walker. And then I bring out the big guns, the music. Gets a rhythm going, changes the emotions, and allows more movement than anything else. Except when I can change my state. Now, anyway, in this particular night, I was too deep into the freeze and too confined at home to get out of it. It didn't work, as I've been able to do sometimes.
It doesn't mean you always will.
These are a couple examples of me getting out of a freeze. At other times, completely escaping Parkinson's for a temporary period, feeling no symptoms whatsoever.
Improve it to take it deeper. I wish I could tell you how I get to full freedom of movement when only seconds earlier it felt impossible. But I can't. I just experience it.